Hello everyone, this is Duncan from the marketing team at Soracom. In our product roundup for March 2021, I'm going to go through a few new updates we have IMEI Lock, we've got our event handler, and then a few other more bite-sized updates that I'll share with you. Let's start with IMEI Lock. So a very, very useful feature for a lot of different customers. When IMEI Lock is enabled, that means the Soracom SIM card is going to be restricted, so it can only be used in that device. You can enable IMEI Lock for all SIMs in your selected view, or you can just do it on an individual SIM. So let's just check this one here. So we want to lock this SIM card to this device. I click Actions, go down to Enable IMEI Lock. A little window is going to come up, just confirming the IMEI details here. I press lock, and then you can see here on the right hand side that the IMEI lock is enabled. It's that simple. And to unlock it, same action. Go to actions, but instead of clicking enable, you just unset IMEI lock. The next feature I want to show you is our event handler. Now this has always been something we've had in our API, but it's now something that we've made available to anybody right here within the Soracom user console. You can see it's right here in the main navigation under Event Handler. When you click on Event Handler, this is going to open up a whole number of options where you can create automations very, very easily. I'm going to click Create Event. And there's a number of different targets you can choose. Subscriber, group, if you've got a group of SIM cards, just an individual SIM card, or you can create events based on the operator. Let's do one for SIM. So I just enter the SIM ID, which I just copied onto my clipboard. Now then, there's a number of different rules for SIM. So let's say that I want this rule to fire whenever the total daily traffic of that SIM exceeds, let's say, 10 megabytes. So when that SIM has used up 10 megabytes of data, what action do I want it to take? Well, I want to first of all deactivate it. So I don't want the SIM card to use any more than 10 megabytes a day. So I can just deactivate it. And why don't we also send an email to me? Your SIM has exceeded 10 megabytes. And you can put any kind of message you want in there. Add action. And you can add as many actions as you want here, actually. But once you're happy with that, then we'll just press create. Now that event has been created successfully. So now what's going to happen is anytime this particular SIM card exceeds 10 megabytes of data a day, I'm going to receive an email notification and that SIM is going to be deactivated. Another update to tell you about is we have now added the ability to add a billing email address into your account. You just do that here under email settings, and you've got the primary email address that you would have used to set up the account, but you can now also enter a recovery email address and a billing email. So let's say that I wanted all of my Soracom bills to go to finance@soracom.io, for example. That's something I could add in. And what would happen is I press verify, and then that would send an email to the email address that I've put in here just to verify that email. So a really good way of setting up an additional email address in your Soracom account. We've also added the ability to add a date range control into any of the usage reports. So if I just click on the SIM card here, I'll go to actions and I'll click check logs. And you can see very simply, I can basically choose now a start and end date for any of the reports. So for example, if I wanted to see error logs for everything from, let's say, February the 23rd to March the 2nd, for example, I can just enter that date range and I'm going to see a full log of any activity on my SIM card there. One final little update that we've rolled out this month is the ability to see a bit more information on each of the SIM cards that are connected to Soracom. So you can see that when I scroll down here, I can see all of the SIM cards that I've got active. You can see that I'm in this beautiful part of the world in South Wales here in the UK. So it's always been able to show you the location of the cell tower that you're connected to. But now when you hover over it, you can see the IMSI, you can see the name of the SIM card, what speed class it's currently connected to, and when it was last seen online. And that is it for March 2021. Join me next month where I'll be giving you an update of all the new features that we've shipped in Soracom in April. See you then.